We are late to the party, and we have our first title defense for Sam Levine and of 2018.
Yes, this is going to be a hell of a match because we've got Rachel Cushing, who dominated in her team title three-way against JTE, and Mike Kalinowski for her to come and play against Sam Levine.
And Sam Levine is a powerhouse. We saw what he was capable of doing in 2017, but will he be able to keep that momentum going on in his first defense of his championship belt? Or are we going to have Rachel the Crusher Cushing
become the new victor?
And that is something that I would very much like to see. However, I'd like Sam to have his belt a little while longer. So hashtag, I already know your answer. Who you got?
Rachel Cushing.
Okay, Rachel Cushing, of course. Could she dominate here and then in the tag team be able to go and pull a team championship? Possible. I'm going to have to stick with my man Sam Levine, though, just because I want him to hang on to that belt a little while longer. So, let's get into the battle between the Crusher and the Inglorious One now.
So, we're going to play a clip from a movie. If you know the clip, say
So
Aaron,
old school.
then guess. We're going to play the 3. First person to get 3 right. None of this you need to win by 2. It's just the first person to get to 3.
Sam, say anything.
That we're waiting for a ding?
Oh,
this is
my God.
Alright.
Sam, Chinatown.
This is over.
Sam,
I know.
annotation.
Yeah. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, making his debut,
I love how they pulled something from way back to show that he's been there
From the beginning.
from the beginning.
And the winner, the Inglorious One, Sam Levine. What a matchup!
Where are my glow sticks?
We were there for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Happening today. Idiocracy!
Can you hear us in the background? That was us.
I want to know what was said.
Look at this. The Crusher is finally making her debut in the singles league. You guys have been asking for it, I've been asking for it, and I'm here to prove that I can stand with the big guys and girls. Like, I am here for the girls. Clark has paved the way. I'm coming up. I'm going to prove that I can do this.
And your winner, Rachel the Crusher Cushing.
Steel and possible winners.
I'm sorry, but it's Tim Curry.
And your winner, by way of knockout, Rachel the
Ever since she adopted
Crusher,
that
16 to 3.
Sarah
I don't know how
Connor
much I wanna
mentality,
admit this,
she's
but
just
I
been killing it.
really want to play for the title. Because I have come this far, it's only one more step, one more match. Sam's the only one who stands in my way of playing for this tournament's title, and I want it.
And your winner, advancing to the finals, the Inglorious One, incredible matchup.
I love the man. He's a sweetheart. He's a hell of a player. I am happy to lose to somebody that I'm excited to see move on, to go all the way. And you know, like, he's not a heel, he's not a jerk, he's none of those things. So like, I love the good guy competitors in this league, and I count him as one. So
Rachel
my hats
loves
off to him
Sam
for this
Levine.
really great win. 9 months ago, you couldn't have ever told me that this is where I would be standing. Yet here I am. It was a hell of a year. 2017 will go down in the record books. I'm in the record books. But 2018, that's where I'm going to really make my mark.
Well, so going into it, are you going to study it all? Or you just you know what you know? You don't need to study. I mean, you might need to study with this one here.
Oh, I'm gonna do the Nathan's hot dog challenge of studying to try to compete with the powerhouse performance that she just put on here. I mean, there's nothing to say other than, while I still have this thing, I'm going to enjoy it, sleep in bed every night with it, and cuddle it and tell it I love
Say
it.
nurturing
and if
things
I
to it.
somehow get to keep it, just know that might be my second miracle, and then I think I'm qualified for sainthood.
I believe it's true that you could be qualified for sainthood, especially going against the Crusher. I'm here now with the current champ, Sam Levine, the number one contender, Rachel the Crusher Cushing. Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans, we got a good one coming up.
This is like a battle, no matter who walks out, you're happy.
Yeah.
I love that shirt. And the fade out to the symbol.
And then it's black or gray. And then it goes red. Because they're commentating everything. Woo!
Welcome back to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. Title week begins, and man, do we have a big one today. I'm Christian Arloff.
I'm Ken Knapsack, happy to be here rooting for Sam.
Oh, you are not a nice person. This is a huge match. The first singles championship match since I lost the championship to the current champion, Sam Levine.
Good memory.
Oh, I'm sure it is. What happened to you at the Spectacular?
I don't remember.
Bad memory, I guess, right? So the Schmoedown Spectacular happened in December, and it was a doozy. And at the end of it, me and Sam Levine went head-to-head, and Sam Levine had a hell of a year. He started off the year losing to Mark Riley, and then he won the free-for-all. Then he challenged Dan Murrell for the singles championship and just came up short. But then you talk about a hell of a year. He entered both Ultimate Schmoedown tournaments and won both of them. The teams, the singles, just missed out and lost to the Patriots at the Spectacular, but he defeated me, took the singles championship, and here we are, and he earned the singles player of the year and the overall player of the year.
It was a Hall of Fame year for certain for Sam Levine, who, again, like you said, had a rough start, but that's what you do. You have a rough start, you adapt and overcome, and that's what he did over the last year.
Well, then you talk about the number one contender, Rachel the Crusher Cushing. She is the number one contender. She is the second female to
Cleaned up at the
challenge for
awards.
the singles championship. Her current team partner, Classy Clark Wolf, also did it against Dan Murrell back in season number 3. So it's Rachel's turn now. Rachel just came up short in the Inner Geekdom, almost got a title shot, didn't do it. Partnered with her old team partner, a guy who stabbed her right in the back, that's sitting next to me, Ken Knapsack, and they almost had a shot
Breaking my
to
heart,
get
Ken.
to the Patriots, just missed. But you put her up in that triple threat. She went up against Little Evil, JTE, Mike, KO Kalinowski, and she was dominant. She had a
TKO nonetheless,
perfect
too,
game.
man.
She played amazing throughout the whole thing and earned her spot. Her only loss comes against Sam Levine.
Look, you'll find the truths we cling to are from a certain point of view there, all right? You say,
She
I
also
stabbed her in the
barely
back. I
lost
say,
to
she
two
turned
people
her
at the
back
same
on me and
time.
left her partner out in the cold to grovel
Barely
for Del
lost to
Taco
Blofeld's
leftovers
cat
in an
in a
alley
handicap.
in Burbank,
Barely.
all right? She started this league, and without a doubt, I will never take away her skills. Never take that away from her. I used to
can't.
sit next to her in awe and watching Rachel compete, answering question after question. She didn't just grow as a competitor, she has grown as a person over the course of her Schmoedown career. But in the end, she let me die. She let
Stop
me
it. This is
die.
not about you. This is not about you. This is about the singles championship. You stop
Well,
this.
how could it not be
Stop
about
this.
me?
It's not about you.
You know?
Stop it. It's not
But
about
she's
you.
a great player.
This is the singles championship, and they're both trying to do amazing things. And Rachel Cushing is
Love
trying
you,
to
Ken.
become the first female champion. She's trying to become the first time she's ever had a championship at all. She is going to be maybe 5-1 if she can win this match. Sam Levine is trying to be only the third person to defend the championship. He will be the first person ever to win 6 in a row if he can win today. Right. There is a lot on the line between these two. They respect each other.
Janish has got a hell of a job ahead of him.
How each other play. It's going to be, the last time they played was in the Ultimate Schmoedown, where Sam Levine took the victory. That was 3 rounds.
I like how Cushing covered his Autobots.
Right. We're going to hear from both of our competitors.
Oh boy, this is a day I knew was coming. I knew I was going to have to defend this thing at some point. My hope was that someone like me might sneak in there. You know, someone who maybe fans are like, oh, he didn't really deserve it. And I don't know, maybe. You know, I don't want to name names, but, you know, there are people in this competition who might have won this belt, who maybe it would be a lot easier to defend. But I drew the short straw. I got to go up against, in my humble opinion, the toughest player in this league, the Crusher herself, Rachel Cushing.
Today is really a momentous day in Schmoedown history because we finally have Rachel, the Crusher Cushing, getting a chance at getting that belt. I mean, women have been really blazing a trail here in the Schmoedown, of course, with Clark Wolf, Rachel's teammate, and now Rachel is getting the opportunity herself to get that gold. And what better way to celebrate today than Rachel walking out with that belt over her shoulder?
The fact that Rachel has paired herself up now with Clark, and the Shire Wolves are upon us, as managed by Emma Fife. This is a brave new day for the future of the Schmoedown. Those 3 ladies are so fearsome.
We love you, Sam Levine. Sam Levine is a great competitor. There's no offense meant towards him in the slightest. He's a good dude. But I'm sorry, Sam, you are looking at the future movie trivia Schmoedown champion of the world, Rachel Cushing.
That's right, Sam. We love you, but you're going down.
If I can get lucky and I can defend this thing,
that stable's just full of class on every level.
Guys like Dan Merle and Mark Yodi Riley. And I mean, if
They're
we often joke
class.
about the Mount Rushmore of
Should call the
Schmoedown
stable
players,
the new class.
those 2 guys are on it. And if I could defend, which is something only they've done, I would feel pretty damn good about it.
No,
but
that's got to be
even if I can't,
the professors
and I lose
group.
There is no one I would rather lose to right now than Rachel Cushing. She is an unstoppable machine.
Sam Levine, I'm coming for you. I respect you. I respect anybody who has ever held the belt in this league. But we've already talked about it. The momentum is behind us. It's behind women in the league. It's behind the force that we're bringing, what we're representing. I am just so excited to ride the wave that I've been riding. I just came off of a perfect match. I am going to do my darndest to do the same thing here. And at the end of this day, I will be the one with that belt around my waist.
We love you, Sam, but you're going down.
Yeah.
You know, Sam's doing that thing that Sam does of the, oh, you know, she's probably going to take the belt off me. I'll probably lose the Ultimate Schmoedown tournament. I'll probably lose in the team tournament, and then he just wins.
Yeah.
That's what he does, 'cause he knows he's a little pit bull.
Makes him.
And he pretends.
I guess it's like one of those like
lowers
his
humble
guy
and
sometimes.
Yeah, because
he's a humble guy,
Yeah,
but he's pretending.
Oh, he's a humble guy. Yeah.
He's a humble guy, but he's pretending that you can just beat him at any time. He's very competitive.
I get it. I co-own 2 Chihuahuas, and they're so nice, and they're so, and then one just bites you in the face when you least expect it.
Oh, it bit me right in the face in
that
December,
is what
I'll tell you
Sam
that.
is. Yes.
And Rachel Cushing her confidence has grown tremendously. You look at what happened with her first match. As she comes out in teams, she was nervous. You watch her on the mic, and she was completely different to what she is now. Now she is confident. She is cool, calm, collected. She is ready for this. This is a lot of people are throwing out those words. That word destiny. Is it destiny? We're going to find out today. Or is it destiny for Sam Levine to be the third person to defend that championship?
All right, tail of the tape time.
Do it.
All right, the challenger, Rachel the Crusher Cushing. Her skills include fantasy, sci-fi. If there's a Lord of the Rings question, Sam, just better get up and walk out of the building. Oscars, directors, and also, of course,
the Fight
all right,
Club.
I won't
Don't do it.
Like Fight
We were
Club
former
and
teammates.
Fight
We had a
Club.
little just fallen out, but
You could do better.
I really look up to some of her skills when it comes to competing. And the champion, Sam Levine. Skills include Oscars, biopics, 80s, 90s, 2000s. He's very well rounded, and also
Baseball
owns the
card
world's
collection.
largest collection of Mark Grace baseball cards.
All right, are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! 5 rounds for the singles championship of the world. Introducing first, representing the Fife Club with a record of 4 wins, 1 defeat, and 3 knockouts. She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year and the #1 contender, Rachel the Crusher Cushing! There's her manager, Emma Fife. Now, and there's her partner, Clark Woman, Mark Andreyko, the Fife Club here. And there is the #1 contender, the Crusher. Taking the moment here, Ken. She's hugging Fife.
Yeah,
Andreyko. Now this is a faction. This is a faction.
Even though he got
This is
taken
a faction.
down in the Levine takedown.
See this?
Good for them. Now, but look at that.
There's the
Rachel has come a long way.
She has, and she's getting ready for it. They're waiting. The crowd's ready. They're ready
She
for it.
is
Everybody's
indicating that
Sam
she's
Levine and
going to
there
crush
it is. The
Sam
crush is there.
Levine.
Crushing Sam Levine. She's ready. She knows that the fans are ready. And Emma Fife. This team has only been together. This faction has been together for weeks, and they look like they've been together for years. But it's incredible. So this is a big match. And they're all standing. Look at this. I love this.
Wow.
And her opponent. Oh yeah. Representing Above the Line with a record of 8 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is the 2017 Singles Player of the Year, Overall Player of the Year, the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown Team winner, the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown winner, and the reigning, defending Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, the Inglorious One, Sam Levine! There's the champion. There is the champion. All those credits that Sam got is
That is a bunch of athletes.
He's pretending. He's jinxing. He's jinxing.
Mind game.
He's
It's all a
jinxing.
mind game. I am not falling
He
for
is
that.
jinxing. He is jinxing. Because I know Sam. Sam wouldn't touch the belt when he wasn't champion. He wouldn't touch it. So he knows that. And I love the respect of the Fife Club, kind of walking out, being there for their competitor.
Fife Club and
They were very nice, much nicer than those Lions Den douchebags.
For once we agree.
Let's see. There you go. You deserve it. You deserve
I
it.
don't.
You deserve
I wasn't all right.
You were there. It's spectacular. Okay, here we go. And let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right. Round number 1 begins. Question number 1. In the realm of fantasy sci-fi, what 2015 sci-fi film starred George Clooney, Hugh Laurie, and Britt Robertson? Have you seen a sci-fi?
I got nothing.
5.
Thank you.
4. Good. 3. You got away one day. 2. 1. Sam.
It'll be
That
Tomorrowland.
is correct. Rachel.
I got it.
Tomorrowland.
The last second.
All right, tied up. Second question comes in the category of comedies.
I even put an
Comedies.
extra M in it.
What comedy is a fictional story that follows the real-life fixer Eddie Mannix, working in the Hollywood film industry in the 1950s, investigating a missing actor?
Horror. Something you would do. You'd make somebody missing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
5,
guessing.
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. Category is comedy. What comedy is a fictional story that follows the real-life fixer Eddie Mannix, working in the Hollywood film industry in the 1950s, investigating a missing actor?
5, 4,
I have no
3,
clue.
2, 1. Pens down. Rachel.
That's the Coen Brothers movie. Couldn't pull the title.
Sam.
It's called Hail Caesar.
Oh, never saw that
Champion
one.
goes up by 1.
It's
2,
okay.
1. 2, 1. Sam has the lead. Question 3 is dramas. Donald Gleason is a young wannabe musician. He joins an eccentric pop band led by a mysterious singer in which film?
What's his name? I don't remember his name.
I've got no respects.
You got it.
No.
Just think of the head.
I do think of the head. I think of Michael Fassbender in the head.
4,
I don't remember the name.
2, 1. Sam?
This is not correct. Ricky and the Flash.
Incorrect. Rachel?
Frank?
That's
correct.
correct.
I put Shane.
Ties it up.
I was like,
All right, question 4 comes in the category of horror thriller. What 90s thriller had the tagline, Paul Sheldon used to write for a living. Now he's writing to stay alive. Yeah, it's
Tense.
racking their brains.
5,
And scribbling.
4,
I don't
3,
remember this one.
2, 1. Pens down, please. Sam?
Misery.
That's
Correct. Rachel?
1408. I knew it.
And now, okay, so Sam goes back up, and we're back to the next question, which is,
I think he was an
Action
author in
adventure.
1408.
If I
Action
remember
adventure.
that was his name.
who took over the role of Jack Ryan in the 2014 spy thriller reboot, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit?
Damn, which one is it?
I don't know
They all
why.
have different.
5,
Concentrating here.
4, 3,
And
2, 1. Rachel?
Chris Pine.
Okay,
Correct.
good.
Sam?
I was
so
like, which
handsome,
Chris is
Chris
it?
I put an R in there at
4-3.
first. I was like, Prime?
All right,
I was like,
next
that's not his name.
Sixth question comes in the category of crime. What actor was nominated for an Academy Award for his portrayal of James Jem Coughlin in 2010's The Town?
Five, 4, 3, 2,
I don't know.
Pens down, please. And Sam?
I was.
Jeremy Renner.
Correct. Rachel?
I knew it was either
Jeremy
him or Ben Affleck. I've never seen the movie.
There we go.
The crowd is tense.
That was my first choice, and then I switched to Ben
Jabs at
Affleck.
each
I
other.
couldn't remember
Sam
Jeremy Renner's
just
name
over
for a
the
second.
edge here.
Yeah.
Next question here is
I couldn't remember
animated.
it.
Animated films. Who composed the score for The Incredibles? Everything I wanted.
Did not know this. I didn't know.
Come on, girl. You know this.
4,
I'm gonna hit myself in the head because I don't remember.
1. Pens down, please. Rachel.
Vanessa.
Michael Giacchino.
Correct. Sam?
Don't have it.
It's Michael
have it. Ties it
Giacchino, by
Tied
the
up.
way. He
Sam,
told us
once
himself.
again, animated being
Michael
a thorn in
Giacchino.
Sam's
That's
side.
right.
Yep. As we get
That was
to
more, I think,
I
scores and
understand.
soundtracks than it was animated, so thanks.
It's an animated film.
No, I wouldn't have got it either way, no matter which category it was in.
All right, if you're ready for your eighth and final
we have
question. Eighth and final
Michael
question
Giacchino.
comes in the category of director.
Met him in downtown Disney. Lovely guy.
Who directed The Grand Budapest Hotel?
They both look pretty. Okay, finally they got one that was a little easier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sam.
He still should have cast me in Royal Tenenbaums. Wes Anderson.
That is correct. And Rachel.
Wes
It's
Anderson.
correct on both ends of
Both-
those answers.
both,
Pretty good this
absolutely.
round.
Royal Tenenbaums being one of my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yes.
Okay, so it is a tie game, 6-6, as we thought
course
it
it would
would be. First round, 6-6. Second round of this 5-rounder, and here we go. It is the wheel round. A wheel slice for today's match was sponsored by one of our Schmoedown patrons on patreon.com
There you go.
/Schmoedown, and the sponsored wheel slice for today's match is Festival Darlings.
Of
That
course.
is
Oh, jeez.
one selected from.
Wait, I think I hear Bibiani weeping in the back alley.
Oh, wow, that was...
Oh man, done too
Levine
soon.
got every festival,
Okay,
though,
good one.
so...
So here we go. Now, round number 2, we have the champion. It is tied, but you are the champion. Would you like to go first or second?
I will defer and let the lady go first.
All right, the defer.
All
and
right.
here we go. Rachel Cushing is on the board. Here we go. Rachel, give it a good spin, please.
The wheel spin is
Crusher
in.
is up.
Spin is
Oh,
in.
and there goes that 2000s. That
Something
baby
flew
had a
off.
problem with that one. All right. What's going on here?
Spun it so fast.
Fast.
Fantasy sci-fi.
Of course you get taken. You got Lord of the
Sci-fi?
Rings in there.
All right, so Rachel is going to go
wheel
with
slice
fantasy
fall-
sci-fi.
2000s.
And here we go. Fantasy sci-fi.
Spun it so hard it fell apart.
Boy, is she going to be happy she chose fantasy sci-fi to start, because
That happened
the
to you.
first question
Of course.
is, what is the name of the dwarven king of Moria, whose tomb is found in
I don't remember
Fellowship
his name.
of the Ring?
Footballing.
There you go.
That's
She
2
knew,
points.
of course.
All right. Question 2. In 1981's Clash of the Titans, Perseus uses what to turn the Kraken to stone?
Medusa's
Medusa's
head.
head.
2 more points.
2 more points. Wow.
It's a good movie.
In Flash
I do.
The
Gordon,
original.
what football team does Flash play for?
The New York Jets.
2 points. And your last
She's gonna
question.
dominate.
Who summed up Luke's quest to become a Jedi Knight as just delusions of grandeur?
Delusions of
2
grandeur.
more
Yeah.
points for Rachel Cushing. 14-6, crushing.
Out of it for
The second round,
one.
the
Doesn't
champion is
believe
up.
in all
Everyone's got
and
delusions of
looking to have
grandeur.
as good as
He
a
says
second
it to
round
Chewbacca.
for Rachel Cushing.
A Jedi Knight.
That was really impressive.
Here's the spin. Sam Levine has a lot of strengths on that wheel as well, so I think that he's looking happy. He's going to be looking for 80s movie release dates, as we know. 80s isn't even on there, so never mind.
80 should be on there.
And Martin Scorsese.
That's tough.
That's the one that
That is
lands
tough.
Yeah, the other ones he's aiming for. What's he going to go for?
He's going to go again. I think that's a good decision in a title match.
He's
there,
done it
Christian.
before.
He walks away, the spin is in, Getting in his steps today.
We haven't seen anybody walk away from the wheel this many times since Dagnino back.
Watch your language.
Sorry.
I
Doing
can't.
fantasy sci-fi again?
Like,
All right, so we're going
It's
on.
as if I made no decisions at all today.
I got 4 in this category. 4 in this
You can pull
category.
it out, though,
You could, but
depending on what the questions are.
All right, first of 4. In what Scorsese film will you find the character of Max Cady?
Five, 4.
Cape Fear.
That's correct for 2 points.
Yep.
good job.
Sybil Shepherd plays campaign worker Betsy in which Scorsese film?
Taxi Driver.
That's correct. 2 more points.
That was Sybil?
Who stars as New York City paramedic Frank Pierce in Bringing Out the Dead?
Nicolas Cage.
Wow, 2 more points there.
Didn't know that was a Scorsese flick.
Be perfect. What Scorsese film
funny.
takes place in the 5 Points section of New York City?
Gangs of New York.
That is correct.
So we tied once again.
I just watched it recently. Look at him.
Second round, and Cushing
I knew
had a
one.
great second. The champion had a great second.
Good job.
They're tied in the first. They're tied in the second, and we go to the third round, which is the betting
They're
round.
very,
the third round is the
equal.
betting round. The champion's going to
Sure.
go ahead and
Knowledge,
spin
yeah.
the wheel,
God's sake!
and whatever comes up, the competitors will have a chance to put down points. They can put down points. They will have an upwards of 3 points that they can bet. They can do as low as 0 if they want. Champion is up. Sam, go ahead and spin.
Yeah, I will say he's one of the best spinners
He's got a
in the
great
league.
spin.
He's got a great spin.
The spin was very intimidating when I played him back.
Yeah, it's a solid rotation. A lot of colors flying around. It's like you did acid at Burning Man. It's fun.
Rachel already scored double what I scored at this protect. And we're gonna 2000s. 2000s will be the question. So go ahead and write down the amount of points
3,
you guys are going
2.
to bet, and we will be giving the question.
I would do
Okay, here
2.
we go. What's film starring Jamie Foxx, Chris Cooper, Jennifer Garner is about a team of government agents who are sent to investigate the bombing of an American facility in the Middle East? 5, 4,
Jennifer
3,
Gardner?
2,
I don't know.
Champion, how many points did you bet?
I bet 3.
And you took that.
The Kingdom.
That is correct. That's 17. Rachel, how many points?
2 points, and I said Kingdom.
Ooh, okay.
All right,
so,
but keep space.
so we have 17, 16. Rachel Cushing, because she bet 1 point less, is now down by 1. So we get into
Do you
round
imagine if
number
that
4.
bet
That is the speed
judged the
round.
game?
This is where the
It's
champion
very
has
possible.
been incredible. Rachel has not been to this round before, so we're going to figure out exactly how she is as we get to speed round. The speed round.
This
You
one
are
could hurt
going
people
to
too.
get 5
Quickly, yeah.
questions.
Johns is
5
amazing at
questions.
this
Speed round
round.
with 1. Question 1. This Steven Spielberg film came out in 1982.
E.T.
Correct. For 1 point.
Damn, that's it?
Yeah.
I forgot. It's the speed round.
Question 2. Who portrayed Mark Zuckerberg in
Jesse
Eisenberg.
Eisenberg.
Correct. That's correct.
Jason
Question
Eisenberg.
3. Name the 1995 movie starring Gene Hackman and Denzel. Sam.
Crimson Tide.
2 more points.
Damn,
One more
yeah.
point for Sam. And then
All right. What was the nationality of the terrorists in Die Hard?
Sam.
They were
Russian.
German.
That's correct.
Damn it.
Yeah.
And final
Fifth
question.
and final one. This
hate
actor
speed
starred
round.
as Detective Axel Foley.
Sam.
Eddie Murphy.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
Sam.
Smoking.
Absolutely
I
annihilating.
hate speed round because I gotta think. You can't think of speed round.
5 points.
It's quick.
5 points
I know.
there, and he has a 6-point lead now on Cushing. They were tied, and because of that speed round, he goes up as we get into the
Dang.
5th and final round. Here we go, 5th and final
Just like
round.
that.
It works like this.
Just
The
like
competitor
that.
Jeez.
will have 3 questions. 3. Rachel Cushing had category number 2. Category number 2. Rachel, that's directors. Directors for 2 points.
She's good
Who
at that.
directed Flags of Our Fathers?
Clint
Clint
Eastwood.
For
Eastwood.
2 points, Rachel Cushing.
I don't know who
All right.
did that.
And letters to
Rachel Cushing now,
Iwo Jima.
number 7. Number 7. Crime films. Crime films. Tom Hardy plays identical twin gangsters who terrorized
I don't
London
remember the name of
during
it.
the 1960s.
Something Club?
In which film?
Legend?
Yeah.
3 points.
That's
So
right.
now
That's
Rachel
right.
Cushing,
That's
in order
right.
to stay
I know Bronson,
in the game, needs
and then
to
that's
hit
it.
her 5
That aren't his
pointer.
top,
If she does it,
big
it bounces
budget
back to Sam.
blockbusters.
If she does not, Sam will have his first title defense and his 6th consecutive victory.
Damn.
Angelina Jolie is
Tomb
your
Raider.
5-pointer. Which movie cast Angelina Jolie as the mother of Crispin Glover's character?
Changeling? Was he in that? I don't
know.
remember.
I don't know much of, that he's in. Willard is the only thing I could think of other than, Back to the Future or Friday the 13th.
3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Which movie
And Charlie's
cast
Angels.
Angelina
He's
Jolie
in that movie
as the
too.
mother
Yeah, but
of
he didn't.
Crispin Glover's character?
Did they do a flashback in that? It's possible.
I don't think they did.
But that would have been Charlie's Angels
Oh,
Full
man.
Throttle.
It would be Charlie's Angels
Because
Full
it wasn't
Throttle.
the first one.
I don't remember if they did it. But if they did, I don't think Angelina Jolie would be like, yeah, I want to do this.
Which movie
There were a lot of cameos
cast
in it, though.
Angelina Jolie as the mother.
And I think
of
he was like the
Crispin
only star in
Glover's
Willard.
character? 5,
I don't know. Wow, that's tough.
2.
Charlie's Angels.
And your winner
Wow.
by way of
I wanna know.
technical
What is it?
knockout.
Look at him. Again, he always does that. Like, you can't believe it.
Schmoedown, champion of the world, the inglorious one, Sam Levine.
Looking for Beowulf. Beowulf was the answer.
Beowulf was the answer.
That's right. I forgot she was in it. I didn't know that Kristen
Deep
Glover
cut
was
for
in
a
that
5-point
movie,
question, but that is what you want at the time.
5-pointer, and man, that started out. I mean, listen, it was a scrap. Rachel obviously very upset. Listen, that was a tough loss there. Sam is just that good in the speed round.
Speed round.
He is so good in the speed round, and 5 straight points. She just couldn't catch up to him. It was hard to do. I can tell you from sitting next to him,
Yeah.
it is hard to do. He's so fast on that damn buzzer, and that was the match because the first round, toe-to-toe. Second round, toe-to-toe. 1 point difference, which, if she would have bet just one more point, it would have been tied. It would have been tied if she just would have bet one little point. But look, she played it safe.
You can't go back and look. You were in the heat of the moment. You do what you do when you're in that ring there. And I don't think Rachel should hang her head low. She should hang her head high. I will admit, 22-21 in a title fight, taking Sam to the very end there.
Speedy Gonzalez there with that
proud
buzzer,
of,
man.
though
No.
not happy with, and that can light the fire for another drive.
And I know Sam, and Sam right now, when you hear me, he feels bad. He feels bad, but he fought and he fought and he fought and he fought well. And let's not take this away from the champion. He is the 3rd person to defend the championship, and he is the only competitor to win 6 matches in a row. Sam Levine is the champion and deserves that victory. He played it. I know. Listen, we love Rachel Cushing. We love Sam Levine, and Rachel fought her heart out, but Sam earned the victory, and Sam showed why he's the champion.
Absolutely. I respect both these warriors today. I walk away with respect for both.
All right, so now we are going to be talking to Jen Sturger, who is with the champion, Sam Levine and Rachel the Crusher Cushing.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with the inglorious one, Sam Levine. Sam, you've put up
Every
some
time
incredible
just
stats
so
lately.
humble.
I'm not sure if you're aware of this. You probably are. 6 straight victories.
Yeah.
3 KOs.
Yeah, it was 3. I don't know why Christian said I only had 1 in my intro. I earned that
Write that
TKO
down.
against Dagnino, Christian. Remember it.
And 1 defense of the title now.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy ride for you.
This has been ridiculous. Today was the Matrix Reloaded for me because I once again somehow dodged bullets Neo style to retain this thing. I've said this in my exit interviews before and my pre-interviews like no. I swear to God, the only 2 times I've ever legitimately meant it were in my matches against Rachel. She is so great at movie trivia. I needed to roll, a 20-sided die and have it hit, I don't know, what's the high number, nerds? Anyway, whatever the Dungeons & Dragons, I needed to hit like 5 20s in a row to stand a chance, and somehow I did.
It's absolutely insane. You guys had a heavyweight title fight for those first 3 rounds, and then the speed round happened. You
Widen the
are
gap,
like the
that's all it
Flash
took.
with your hands.
Thank you. I've been angry at those buzzers before, but today
we all know.
They were my friends, so I'm grateful to the buzzers. And yeah, I don't know. I think I've always wanted to be on Jeopardy. My father was on Jeopardy, and so for the last 20 some odd years, it's like I've been practicing. And when I watch at home and I'm there alone, I literally will act like I'm hitting a buzzer to ring in to answer a question. So possibly that played a role today, or I'm just weird. I don't know. Or maybe the buzzer just wasn't kind to her. We might have had the exact same ring-in time, and it just selected mine. I don't know, but I know Rachel knew every one of those 5 questions, and it was just a matter of Olympic, 1/1000th of a second kind of timing.
Absolutely. Now, sitting on the top of the mountain, looking down, who do you want next?
I want an army cot and a pillow and
take a nap for a bit.
A banana cream pie because I need a rest after this one.
Yeah.
This has been stressing me out for weeks, and it's going to stress me out again because whether it's me or the next person to be holding this belt, Rachel is coming for them, and they're not going to hang on to it, and I'm not going to hang on to it a 3rd time against her. Not a chance.
Well, congratulations on a
Had to
wonderful
seriously
match.
roll a
So lucky to
perfect
watch you
game.
compete time in and time out, and we can't wait to see
It
who
was
you're
the
up
only
against next.
way.
Thank you very much, Jen.
Enjoy your time with that thing.
I will. Back to the closet with you.
Guys, I'm here with Rachel. Rachel, that was still an incredible match, and I saw you beating yourself up with that, a little bit over there. What was going through your head after that speed round?
It's really hard. I will probably beat myself up for a few days. Clearly, I have a new arch nemesis, and that is the buzzer.
We all
damn
do.
it. I swear I knew all those answers. I just couldn't get it to work for me, and each time I couldn't buzz in fast enough was just a little bit deflating. So. Yeah, that burns, that hurts, but I'm trying to focus on the fact that I played a good game. I got a lot of answers. I was so excited to get fantasy sci-fi. I ran that category, and I'm just gonna have to find a way to pick myself back up and get back in the ring.
Absolutely. I mean, look at it. You had the first 3 rounds of that match was a heavyweight title match. You guys were just exchanging blows right and left.
Which is how a championship match should be.
Absolutely.
And I am excited that I was able to go toe-to-toe to somebody who holds the belt, so.
How soon again do you want another shot at it?
Oh, Lord.
Right now?
Title,
Part of
team
me, but the other
titles.
part of me is like, I want to run away as fast as I can.
Team titles. You got Clark in
it's
your corner.
This thing gets into you, and I've always wanted to prove myself, and so this, the door's still open a crack. I still need to get one of those belts. I feel like I can get one of those belts, so yeah, I'm getting back into the ring. I mean, and not even just in singles. So Clark and I, Shower Wolves, were so excited to get started, and I haven't forgotten about Inner Geekdom either. So I'll be back.
Absolutely. And Emma, you've got to be so proud.
I am, because here's the thing is, if you look at the match overall, obviously there's no way that you can account for the speed round when the fact of the matter is Sam has had the opportunity to do the speed round in competition. Rachel never has. So that is always intimidating the first time you go into it, and taking that out of the equation, and I would think that anybody that watched the match could see that Rachel clearly knew all of those answers. She had her hand on the buzzer. She was ready to buzz in. She knew them. She just didn't get the jump
Wasn't
on
fast
Sam.
enough.
She answered 3 questions wrong in the entire match. That's pretty dang impressive.
Absolutely. And you still have the number 1 contender spot to give out.
I do.
So that's looming out there.
It's
That's right.
something
I
to
forgot about
certainly
that. She's
consider,
hanging
but
on to that.
we're all very proud of Rachel's performance here today.
I think
Nothing to
Andrejko
take away from
deserves it,
Sam.
though.
Sam is an excellent
Have
competitor,
him
but
take a
we all know
crack
that,
at it.
Rachel
Yeah,
is
let's
a
let him
future
go for a
champion,
title
and
of
it's
some
early in the
sort.
season, and she'll have many more opportunities.
So you're not going to give me any hints on who you might give that spot to.
Nope.
Damn it. I tried, guys. I tried. And Clark, you two have the Shire Wolves match coming up against the Lion's Den. Any nerves coming up with that match?
Actually, after watching Rachel compete today, I'm feeling even more excited than
Just
I
thought of
was
something.
before. Because there were, sitting in the audience, there were
All right.
questions that she knew that I didn't, but then there were some that I knew that she didn't. So I thought, okay, maybe this sounds like it could be actually a really good combination. And you know, look, the Patriots or the Lions Den, they've had the belt for too long, and Rachel wants a belt. I want a belt.
And you guys can walk and chew gum at the same time, so you'll beat the Lions.
Thank you.
I was there, I know.
But yeah, I think we're ready. And like,
He's got
look,
the
I've been in
inside
this
scoop.
position where Rachel is right now, and it only makes you more hungry. Once you lick your wounds and dust yourself off a little bit, it only makes you want that belt that much more.
I mean, and if you look at Sam Levine, who is still holding the belt, he didn't necessarily
Yeah.
really start to shine until
the same
he got
thing.
into his team partnership with Drew McWeeny. We're in the early stages of what I think is going to be another example of that, of 2 very strong competitors who really just bring out the best in each other.
Fantastic point, Emma. And Rachel, again, you put on a hell of a match. There's nothing to hang your head about right now. And we are really excited for your upcoming match against the Lions Den. Best of luck, ladies.
We're excited too!
This is a new era here at the
I'll be there with
Schmoedown.
my shirt.
Back to you guys.
I couldn't find it today, so I couldn't
All
wear
right,
it.
listen. So we all feel bad for Rachel. I mean, Emma obviously talking about how it was kind of it was devastating. But they fought there. Everyone's proud of Rachel. Everyone's obviously proud of Sam. What Sam did, you hear from Sam, and Sam, you know, Sam doesn't gloat. Sam wouldn't gloat at this moment, but he's happy that he's the champion. He's happy that he put out the fight and he did what he was supposed to do. A champion
Did a
fight.
good job
he
on
fought,
both
and
parts.
That's the reason he's got the strap.
Look, maybe he should start gloating. He's earned it. He's earned it. Look what he's done. He's setting records. He's winning awards. I find what he's done to be impressive, most impressive.
Well, the question's going to be like, who's next? Because you know he gets to sit back and wait for a little bit because you know the free for all is going to come up next month, and maybe someone pops out of there. Maybe there's someone that emerges. You got JTE and Roca going at it on March 15th. Right
Can
around
Sam go
corner at
into the
Elk
free for
portal.
all though?
So maybe
and
someone pops out of there eventually.
use that to go
Drew
for the
McWeeny,
tag titles
he's
again?
Just beating Bibiani, so maybe we have.
I
maybe
think he
Drew
should,
McWeeny is going to
unless
eventually play
champion
Sam.
holders
There
are
is no clear-cut
exempt.
contender right now. The other wrinkle is that if Emma Fyfe wants to throw Rachel right back into that number 1 contender spot, she can. Because Rachel, guess what? Emma beat Tom Dagnino. Remember that? At the Spectacular.
Yeah,
so,
you're right.
so much could happen. So much could happen. How'd you feel about this?
Look, I said before, say it again. You know, I do respect what Rachel did. I was there at the beginning. I was there looking at the table as someone who was unsure of herself, not just as a competitor, but maybe as a person in front of the lights and cameras for the first time, and look at where she is now. I will say this, in a moment of weakness for my character, that she has come so far, and this is only the beginning for her. For Sam, I think deep down there is a killer instinct, and today proved that there.
Oh,
and as far as the championship picture, the great Peter Baelish said, chaos is a ladder. There's a lot of chaos. From there, you can emerge.
There's a lot of chaos coming up because for the 3rd time, and maybe for the last time, we've got top 10 who has just kept climbing. They finally made it all the way back to get a shot against a team that has beaten them twice.
We go so much, I can't remember what we were there for and what we weren't.
No one can argue. The greatest championship team, the greatest team we've ever seen, the Patriots, Jeff Snyder.
Have we been
JTE,
present for the 2 times that
going at
they
it
faced
once
them?
again, stay tuned and make sure you check out the
I don't
live
think so.
show coming up.
I feel like
Become a
we've been
patron
present
today.
for the battle
For
between
Ken
them
Knapsack, I'm Christian
twice.
Harloff. We'll see you next time.
I know for sure once.
Thank you.
So to take you back to when you said like if champions could be in the free for all, Jeff Snyder was in the free for all.
That's right, and he was the champion at that time. So yeah, I guess the champions can be in
because
there,
they can be in there and then go if they happen to win. They could be like, I want a tag team, or if they have the other belt, I want this belt.
Right.
I wonder if somebody was in there though and be like, I want the Inner Geekdom belt.
Right.
Like, can they go for any belt? Like, they'd be like, I want that
belt.
Star Wars belt.
Yeah, it's any belt. You can go for any belt, and that's the thing. Is like I think Emma is really going to utilize Andraco because we know that the Shire Wolves, more than likely, sooner than later, will end up getting their tag title shot. It just makes sense. They're powerhouses, and unless for some reason they just don't bring it in their matches, I think it's going to happen very soon. So she doesn't need to burn her number one contender shot on them. So I think the one that needs to get the shining light, unlike what happened with like the Four Horsemen, spread the love. Let's get it to Andraco, and let's let Andraco possibly either go after Inman's belt or go after the main, the cream of the crop, the top championship belt, and take it away from Levine.
It's very possible that he could do that too, or can they give it to them and then they can go against whatever belt they want, or is it just a number?
I'm pretty sure it's any belt.
But I think it's a number one contender spot.
Yeah, so he can go after the champion. You go after the champion. You become the number one contender.
Oh, I guess.
So I think that they should give it to Andraco. I think it makes more sense for Andraco to go into Inner Geekdom, though. I mean, he's got freaking Clark and he's got Rachel as partners. They're going to coach him. They're going to train him on anything that he isn't 100% in. So he has that tutorage.
We also have to remember too that even though he's not there because he's a very busy man, Sam Witwer is also part of their club.
True, but he's holding on to the Star Wars belt, so I don't think
true.
They would have any of them go after the Star Wars belt.
No, but if he were to lose it, he could go back for that one too.
That's true. He ain't gonna lose it.
I mean, granted, that's just like a very outside of the box right here.
The Star Wars belt doesn't show up very often. I think we're going to get the Star Wars belt battle once a year, and more than likely, it will be a staple of Collider Collision. I think that's when it should be utilized. Mm-hmm. So more than likely, that's when we'll see it come again. And I think absolutely it should be Alex, and it should be who was the other one? Obsessed Joseph Scrimshaw. So he had to go to his podcast that I listened to get to him.
I think that it's a good thing that she's not using that number one contender spot, because maybe she's waiting to see if any of her players can pull it off in the free-for-all.
Right.
Because if that happens, then they have two, and so they could just be racking them up, you know.
Her team is dangerous. The Fife Club, if you say it quick, I don't have that much of a problem with it. Yeah, like when Christian said it, I was like, okay, that sounds a little better. Just seems easy to me.
But with the match now, I'm really sad that Rachel didn't win the thing, but at the same time, I'm also really happy that Sam Levine was able to kind of defend it at least once, to kind of show like, hey, I know movie trivia, I've defended this, especially against going a heavy hitter like Rachel Cushing.
Yep, so now I'm okay if he loses it. So what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. You could also like and subscribe.
And you did a thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking gingeroids, you know where they are. Kicking the party, feel the party, keep the party going. At our Patreon gets us where we need to go, because guess where we're going to be going to?
Eventually.
The free-for-all.
Soon.
April 15th? I have to look to see when that day is. But April 15th, we will be present. Either way, we're going to be present. We're going to be knocking on the former commission's door, and even the new commish. I'll get that to get us in there. But yeah, we're trying to get our entries in there, so hopefully it works out, because it's getting harder and harder to get over to Collider Video as much as we did last year. So either way, look for that. Thank you guys. And it's all, before that, we actually appeared on the Rewind for Jack of All Trivia, talking Schmoedown for last week. Fun, guys. We had a fun conversation talking about Kingsman and World's Finest and everything that took place. But good look for that. You can find the information down below. Other than that,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party's over.
Bye.